Now, if you have not listened to last week's episode, I want you to stop listening to this one and I want you to go back to episode 95. That episode was called Stop Playing Small, Start Believing Big. I need you to listen to that first. Now, here's the thing it's a quick, short, yet impactful episode that is only like 10 minutes long. So I want you to take 10 minutes and go back and listen to that. If you've already listened to episode number 95, you're here for the next round. I have a message for you in case you heard last week's episode, but you still feel like you're sitting still, you're still fighting self doubt, you're still fighting imposter syndrome, you're still not really acknowledging what it is that you bring to the table. I have a message for you. And that message is you are the secret sauce. Y'all, let's get into this thing. This is Looking for My Fit.
Looking for my fit, looking for my fit, yeah. Looking for my fit, looking for my fit, yeah. Looking for my fit, looking for my fit, yeah. Looking for my fit, looking for my fit, yeah.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Looking for My Fit podcast. My name is Jamika, and I am so unbelievably happy that you have decided to tune in. If you are new to the podcast, welcome. I hope that you feel at home. I hope that you will enjoy yourself. I hope that you will listen and feel like this is where you're supposed to be, and that you will end up subscribing so that you don't miss any future episodes. And if you're an OG, love you. I love you big. Thank you so much for continuing to support the podcast. Let's jump right into this thing. So last week, I was giving not only encouragement to you, but to myself to stop playing small and start believing big. So again, if you have not listened to that episode, I really do want you to go back and it is 10 minutes long. You have 10 minutes. So go take 10 minutes to listen to that and then pop back over here. That episode was not just a reminder to you, it is a reminder to me. And one of the things that I shared is that I kind of feel like this little thing on the inside. This is not a new feeling. This is definitely a feeling that I've had in prior seasons when you can just tell that a shift is happening, but also that there is like a longing for just a little bit more. I'm in that space. Now, usually y'all know I'm like super transparent. I'll share as much as I can. Between last week's episode and this week's episode, I've tried to make it more about just all of us and not personalize it so much because I really want you to focus on what it is that you want to do. So I'm not big on being secretive with things, but I will say that within this last week, I told you all I had that little feeling. I've gotten a couple different confirmations that, yeah, it's time to step into some new things. And I am very, what's the word I want to say? I'm very tuned in when I feel this because the good Lord has shown me when I get this feeling and I do not move, He will do the moving for me. Now, of course, I believe that God will always guide your steps, but there sometimes can be a lack of obedience. Like it is very clear what it is that you're supposed to do. And because you get caught up a lot of times in that familiar toxicity, you don't make a move. That was not last week's episode. That was the one before that. It was very good. You should go and listen to that one too. So right now I'm in a space of just like, you know how when people play tennis, they're on their toes and they bouncing from side to side because you want to be able to have that what do they call it? The quick twitch, able to move without having to like start up. I'm on my toes right now. Like, Lord, I heard the little pebble. Okay. Ting, 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 ting. I'm very well aware that there is a new season upon us. And Lord, I am not being hard-headed and I do not want to be disobedient. I'm ready to move when you tell me to move. Lord, you just got to show me where's the ball going so I know which way to go. I'm really in that space. And while I am like waiting to see, I'm also making moves. So I have a prayer that is if it's for me, let it be. If it's a no, close the door. And let me tell you, God will answer. And sometimes it's not the answer that I want. Because sometimes I want to say, if it's for me, let it be. And I'm ready for him to let it be. And he's like, no. So he closed the door. And there I am feeling frustrated. And I have to remind myself what the prayer was, if it was for you to let it go through. And if it was not, like, to shut the door. And so he shut the door, and you need to be okay with whichever answer he gives you. That was a slight tangent for myself, but somebody probably needed to hear that. But I'm in that space. I'm on my toes. I'm ready to move. Now, within that, I went back to asking those questions that I mentioned in the last episode. And one of the questions was like, when did you stop believing big? And, what's that one thing, that one dream, that one idea that won't let you go, that stays with you all the time, that you keep putting off and you won't pursue, but it won't leave you because you're not pursuing it, but it's pursuing you. What is it? So that's kind of what I've been leaning in. I have had to have a lot of positive self-talk this week and a lot of talking to the good Lord, because I can get in my own head so badly, y'all. It is bad. I am the ultimate hype woman for other people. It's just in me. That's part of one of the gifts that God has given me. I am a natural hype woman. I'm gonna hype you up. If you need somebody to pump you up, I am your girl. I had a friend who twice has called me right before they were getting ready to do a race. It was a Deca Fit or High Rocks, one of the two. Hey, race is starting in like 5 minutes. I need you to tell me what I need to hear. And I'm like, you are a beast. You were built for this. You have trained for this. Nobody out there can do what you do. You bring something special that the others don't have. Picture yourself up on that podium. Go get it. I can do it on the spot. That's what I do, because that's the gift that God gave me. And I really try to live that out. But when it comes to me, girl, you not ready. I don't know if you were built for this. Maybe this is not it. Maybe it is, but maybe not at this time. I will talk myself out of something in a heartbeat. I will also use the excuse that there are already other people doing it, and tell myself that the market or the field that I'm interested in is already saturated. Like, there is no room for you. And y'all, that's a lot. And that is what I want to tell you, in case you are in that space. There is room for you. And you know why? Because you are the secret sauce. There may be other people doing what it is that you want to do, but they're not you. So they're not going to do it the way that you do it. You are going to bring something different to the table that they don't bring. One of the things that one of my grandmothers used to always tell me, there is room at the table for everyone to sit, and there is enough food on the table for everyone to eat. And what she was saying is, you don't have to compare yourself to others. You don't have to put others down. You don't have to go out here and compete. There is enough room at the table for everybody to eat. We all bring something different to the table. Y'all, I am so grateful that multiple people decided to create different breads. Oh, I'm so serious. I love bread. I don't even need like honey. I don't need jelly. I just love bread. And I love different types of bread. And I eat different brands of bread. Just depends on what I'm in the mood for. If you go to the grocery store and you look on these aisles, there are multiple companies making the same exact product. And they are all there in the store, in the same area. And different people choose different things. When I go to the bread aisle, more than likely, just depends, I'm going to get some type of potato bread. It's very buttery. I like the way that it, has like a little flavor of its own. I like Martin's potato bread. But I also like if I'm looking for bagels, I'm looking for Dave's. I don't even know the full name of it, but Dave, it's a man looks like he has on a lumberjack shirt. He makes the bagels. They taste amazing. And they have 10 grams of protein. So if I'm looking to like up my protein, that's important. I'm going for Dave's. If I want to have me a good hot dog, nice little sausage, I'm going for the Martin's potato roll. Okay. But then sometimes I have the taste for yeast rolls. And so I go to the frozen section and I go and get that. There is room in the market for so many different types of bread. And for that, I am grateful. If you go on the aisle where there are pickles, so many different types of pickles. Yeah, in addition to like the Clausen and the what is it, Vlasic, they have all these different ones that you can find in the refrigerated section. They have the ones that you buy room temperature. They have some that are packaged and in the refrigerated section. There are lots of different types of pickles. The other week, I shared about Poppy and I told the story of where they started and where they are now. Pepsi bought Poppy for $1.7 billion. You really need to go and listen to that episode. So just go back. If you haven't listened in a while, head on back and listen to that. That was the one about not letting fear stop you. So Poppy's doing big things. But guess what? I actually have one sitting here right now. Olipop. I saw this today when I was at the grocery store. Caught my eye because it said Pop. And I was like, is that Poppy? No, it's Olipop. And guess what? It found its way on the shelf, even with Poppy existing. There was another brand, Evolution, I think it was called. There is room for you. Everybody brings something different to the table. Don't assume that because somebody is already doing it, that there is no room for you. There is, because it's you. They're not you. They haven't lived your life. They don't have your experience. They don't have the stories that you have to tell. You don't know how your story and your reasoning why behind what you're doing can help to connect with somebody else that others haven't been able to connect to. There is space at the table for you. My homegirl, Cynthia, she's a phenomenal, she's a coach. That's what we call her. She's a certified personal trainer. She's fire. And I love the energy that she brings to the table. And actually, all of our coaches that I work with, they're all phenomenal. They're all different though, right? They're all different. So just for the sake of this analogy with Cynthia and I, we both have very similar styles when it comes to coaching/training. However, there are also differences because we each have a secret sauce that we bring to the table. So if you were to go to her or you were to come to me, you're going to have a phenomenal workout. The energy levels are going to be the same, but there may be some differences that you'll see because we each have a secret sauce. The thing is, the sauce is there. The flavors can just be slightly different. There is room at the table for you. So please, if you have been counting yourself out because you see other people doing it and you're like, it's already been done. You do it. It hasn't been done the way that you do it. Don't talk yourself out of this thing. That's fear. It's trying to get the best of you. Now, sometimes, with our bodies and just the way that we function, there is a natural protectiveness of wanting to protect you from things that you may see as bad. I don't want you to feel bad if you fail. I don't want you to try this. So stay in this comfort thing, this thing that you know, and then try to function in that. But y'all, I am telling you, I guarantee you that the very thing that you want to achieve is on the other side of you doing the thing that is scaring you the most right now. And if the thing that is scaring you is that somebody else is already doing it, y'all, listen to me again. You are the secret sauce. Nobody out there is going to do it the way that you do. There are billions of people on this world, and on this planet. That's what I was going for. Billions of people live on this planet. And you would think that with billions, that at some point, when there comes to fingerprints, that there will be a repeat, but there is not. Billions of people. We all have fingerprints, but every single one is unique to each person. And that is the same thing for you on this journey. I don't care how many people are already doing it. I don't care how saturated you think the market is. The market is not saturated with you. You are special. You are unique. You have a story, and you need to step out and do what it is that's been put on your heart to do. Because again, if it's been nagging you constantly, nonstop, it's not going anywhere. And I would rather try and have something not work than to live with the regret that I never tried. So sit with that for a second. I'd rather you step out there and try it and fall flat on your face than to live with the regret of knowing that you never even gave yourself a chance. So as you get ready to move into the weekend, the week, whenever it is that you're listening to it, and those thoughts start to arise, I'm not good enough. I'm not ready. I don't know enough. There are people more experienced than me. There are already so many people doing this. I want you to follow it up with, but they ain't me, because you are special and you are unique and you do have something to share. And y'all, just like I said, there are billions of people who live on this world. Trust me, there is space for you in whatever it is that you want to do. Sometimes I fall on these profiles on Instagram, and it'll be a person who has millions. I'm talking about like 40 million followers. I'm talking about millions of followers, and I have never seen nor heard of these people in my life. Who are you, and what do you do, and why do you have so many followers? So for somebody to be able to have millions of followers, but still have people who have no idea who they are, is your reminder there is space for you. So say this person makes socks. So they have 40 million people who love them and who know about the socks and who buy the socks. There are millions of others who have no idea who this person is and have never heard of their socks and have no desire to buy them, but they might know you, and they'll see the socks that you are bringing to the table and they will purchase your socks. I'm telling you, there's room at the table for you. Back to Shark Tank. Y'all know I told you it's one of my things I do in the afternoon. One of the more recent episodes had somebody, speaking of socks, she has a company that's called Sock Candy. And I think it is the cutest thing. So look it up on Instagram. Not something that I would wear, but I love the fact that she didn't count herself out in the sock world. She could have said, socks have been around for hundreds of years, and there's no room in this market for me. She said, no, there's plenty of space for me in this market. And not only did she say that, people were like, the sharks were asking her, do you have aspirations to go into other pieces of retail? She said, absolutely not. I do socks and I have ideas for how I'm going to expand with these socks, but I want to be like the sock company that people go to for all of these different designs. Y'all, socks. Do y'all know how many companies make socks? She could have been like, they're already out there. No. She knew that there was space for her in this market. And she's been out there killing it, and she got to deal with the sharks. So I'm telling you, do not count yourself out. There is room for you. We all bring something different to the table. So pull up to the table, grab your seat, and start the feast, because there's enough food at the table for everybody to eat. Okay? All right, y'all. Look, we moving forward. We're not gonna listen to the negative talk. Every time the negative talk comes up, we're gonna remind ourselves. Well, I was about to say we, but let's say this like you would say, I, the secret sauce. So look, go forward, be great, be saucy out there. And let's work towards those dreams. Y'all don't let regret catch you. Don't let it catch you. I'd rather you fall on your face because you pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, you try it again, but at least you won't have to wonder what would have happened if you tried. And plus, it doesn't mean you give up. It means you learned a lesson. You won't do that thing that caused you to fall on your face that time. You'll find a way to revamp that thing. You'll get back up and you'll try again. And you realize, dang, I fell, hurt a little bit, but I recovered. So if I fall again, I'll be fine. You step forward with a whole different type of confidence that next time. And eventually, you're going to find the thing that works. And when that thing pops off, you are going to be so happy that, one, you didn't give up, and two, that you had the courage and the confidence to try it in the first place. Don't sell yourself short. So stop playing small. Start believing big. All right. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Listen, I can't have you all missing out on episodes. I appreciate you all being here, and I want you to stay here. So before you leave, go ahead, click that subscribe button so you'll be the first to know when the next episode drops. I'll see y'all then.
Looking for my fit is what I do. Looking for my fit, looking for my fit, yeah. Looking for my fit, looking for my fit, yeah. Looking for my fit, looking for my fit, yeah. Looking for my fit, looking for my fit, yeah.